Yo, what is going on, guys? If you've been tuning into my streams recently, you'll know I've been playing a lot of Modern Warfare 2 beta, and today I'm going to be talking to you guys about some of the new cool features and just the game as a whole. First off, I just want to say I think this is going to be a really good game. It's got a ton of potential, and just from what I've seen from the beta, I think if they just polish up a few very minor things, this is going to be an incredible Call of Duty, reminiscent of some of the very early work that we all know and love so much. So the time to kill in this new game is incredibly fast, but personally I love it a lot. I like the slightly more realistic feel that it gives the game while still playing like a Call of Duty shooter, and from what I've experienced, hitboxes and all of the bullets registering properly have been freaking amazing and one of the best from Call of Duty in a very long time. The movement in this game is a lot slower than in recent Call of Duties, which again, I personally really enjoy. I like the slightly more realistic feel, and although you can still pull off some of the jump shots and all that still, for the most part, people aren't just gliding around the map and jumping around like bunnies constantly. Another cool new movement feature for this year is that they added both the slide and the dolphin dive into the game. If you tap the slide button, it'll give you the slide animation, and then if you hold the slide button, you'll go into the diving animation. I think this is a really cool feature that adds a lot of mixture into play styles, and I've already seen some crazy plays pulled off using both of them. A small detail that I was thrilled about is the realistic gun sway and gun positioning. When you move your gun to the left or the right, you can see how the gun and the crosshair sway back and forth based on how you adjusted. This just gives it a much more realistic feel, and trying to get the first shot on a target after quickly turning becomes a much more difficult challenge than in previous games. A couple other features I found kind of cool in this game is you can jump on a wall and then peek over it with your gun to shoot at people before you hop over it, which can be pretty advantageous. And there's also tons of really cool little animations in this game, like here where he holds the gun to the side while he pulls out his sidearm, and it just adds that little bit of realism. Three of the new game modes that we've been introduced to during the beta are Prisoner Rescue, which is my favorite, Knockout, and then Third Person Moshpit, which is exactly what it sounds like. Prisoner Rescue is basically just hostage rescue from CSGO, if you've ever played that before, but with revives added in, and I have loved it so much. I probably love it because I am such a huge CSGO fan, but regardless, this is a great game mode, and I have played a ton of it. Knockout is a next mode where there's cash that spawns somewhere on the map, and the two teams fight for the money. Whichever team has the money at the end or kills the other team wins, and there's also revives in this mode, but for some reason this mode just wasn't my favorite. The newest mode that just dropped was Third Person Moshpit, which is basically just TDM, domination, and hardpoint, but you're in third person until you start shooting, and it's a pretty chaotic game mode, but it's a ton of fun. So perks are slightly different this year. Instead of picking 3 perks, you pick 2 perks you start off with, and then 2 perks that you're going to earn throughout the course of the game. They have pre-made perk classes, and then you can customize your own. Personally, I think this is a pretty cool feature, and there's a slight satisfaction by earning your perks from playing the game. Unlocking a lot of the weapons this year is through a progression system, so as you earn XP and complete challenges with the gun, you're going to level it up and unlock these other guns along the tree, which you can progress to earn more guns along the tree. I think this is a pretty cool feature and causes players to have to try out all the different guns and not just use the same one. Overall, everything I've seen from this game looks incredibly promising, and besides some bugs that should be patched, and I say should get patched without causing other problems, this game should be pretty dang good. If they fix those bugs and just polish the game up a little bit, I will give this game a solid starter score of 8.5 out of 10. Maybe once Warzone 2 drops and all the features are released, that'll be bumped to a 9 out of 10 or even higher. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to help me out and drop a like, comment what you're most excited about for this game, and subscribe. Peace. I'm reloading after every kill, 60 shots in my gun. Ooh, buddy, it might be a...